Okay, so you're going to make a map in ArcGIS. You're on the splash page right now. Remember that if you want to find a map that you've already created, you're going to go into content and find it in there. Otherwise, we're going to create a new map by clicking on map. Now mine defaults to the old version and you should be using the newer version. So it should look like this. So we'll have two toolbars, one on the left and there's one on the right-hand side. We're going to start off by changing our base map. So if we want to change our base map, we click over here and choose the base map that we're interested in using. If we're trying to find a location, we can click on our little search tool and we can find our local high school. And then when you click on it, it will zoom in on that location. Now, we want to pan out so that the study area is in full view. And if we want to make any annotations on this map, we need to go back into our layers and add a new layer that is called a sketch layer. You'll notice my toolbar now appears on the right-hand side, and I can add extra things at this point. So you'll see there's some options over here. I'm going to go for, we're going to sketch. So we're going to start off by showing the location of the school using our polygon tool. So we single click around the property, and then at the last corner we're going to double click. And at this point we can change the fill color to something else. So I don't know, maybe I decided I want a shade of green. Now at the moment you can see it's rather transparent, so I may not want it to be quite so transparent, or I can choose it to be rather opaque. So I'm going to have it about 25% transparent. I can also change the outline color. So I'm going to make the outline color, actually, you know, I can just click on black, I think. Nope. So I'm going to choose black, and usually about a line width of about 4 should make it nice and sharp. Now, if I want to draw my roads, I'm going to be using a line tool instead. So here's my line tool. I'm going to start at the top of the road and single click along the road, and then double click at the end. And once again, I'm going to choose a color. So I need to choose a different color because this is a different kind of feature. And I want to make my line width, in this case, probably about 8, so that it really pops. Now, I want to change the feature name. Since this is transportation land use, I'll change it to transportation. If I want to go above and beyond, I might include a pop-up. And when I turn on my pop-up, I can add a title such as Lake Street, or this is Lakeport Road. When it comes to the actual school here, whoops. I can go back and I'm going to select I'm going to use my little select tool to click on my other polygon here, and I'm going to once again change the name from polygon to the name of the land use, which is institutional, and I'm going to name the school. So Eden High School. I can really add a whole bunch of extra things here. So maybe I want to add the school logo. So if I go to images, I can do a search for the Eden High School logo. I'm going to click on it in Google Images so that it appears on the right-hand side. I cannot right-click and copy anything from here. If you do that, it's not going to work. But if over here, oops, I don't want to do that. If I right-click on the image here, I can go copy image address, right? Not copy the image, but copy the image address. And now I can put that into the URL, and you'll notice that now the image of the school logo appears. And I can go an extra step here. I could go, for instance, to YouTube and find the school lip dub, which was a lot of fun. Eden School lip dub. And I can just simply copy the link from this and then place it down here where it says link. When I click done, you'll notice I've got the feature over here. I'm going to click on it. Whoops. Come on. No. Anyhow, it'll eventually appear once we put this into display mode. So you're going to finish the rest of your map by drawing polygons. I would draw all your small polygons first, so the commercial and the parks and recreation, and then finish off with your residential. There are a few extra features that you'll want to do at the end, such as add a title. So up here you can click, enter the text. So land use around Eden High School. And you can change the size to be a bit bigger. Whoops. And use around Eden High School. And you can also click on, oops, we've got a duplicate here. Let's delete this. You might want to draw a border around the entire feature. So I'm going to simply use a line tool in order to draw a border around my entire study area. So I can just simply click around my entire study area. Don't do this until you're finished your map. You can change it to a color that's going to stand out, but obviously I can't use a color that I've already used. Maybe I can use black if I wish. Make it nice and thick. And finally, I can also draw a line feature, or sorry, an arrow feature. So instead of a basic line, I'm going to go for an arrow. And then I can just simply click and drag, and I've got a north arrow. Don't forget to save your work. Remember, click save. The first time you save it, you'll go save as. Give it a name. You're going to give it an appropriate name. I've made lots of these maps, so I don't want to keep this one. And then you want to share it properly. So when you click on share map, we need to make sure that other people can see it, like the teachers. So if you created a group, you would click on the group and check off the name beside it and then save. If you have not created a group, you would just simply share it to the organization and click Save. Once you've done that, you can copy the URL and paste it into the Dropbox.